Way back to round 5, 2007 to find the last time North Melbourne beat the Geelong Football Club. But they come into the match under the roof at Etihad on the back of a monster win over GWS and hoping the Cats are still suffering from their Easter epic win over the Hawks. Geelong have won their past 7 over the Kangaroos, the last by 10 goals. Scott family bragging rights up for grabs as North Melbourne drew first blood.
Another chance, and Bastanak in red-hot form after last week and shows it. Promising start for North Melbourne.
The Kangaroos catching, the Cats napping.
Eventually the kick was pretty good, really.
Aaron Edwards on target with his first shot at goal. And the Kangaroos midfield taking control.
Bolting into the forward line. There's a vacant goal square. Must have thought about it. Gave it to Anthony. That was a good option. And that's another goal for North.
The Cats looking a little lethargic until Motlop kicked into gear from half back.
That's a well-placed kick for Pudsey Adley. There was nothing Thompson could do about that. There's a good record against North as well, and puts it through. Geelong finally have a major on the board.
But the Kangaroos would immediately hit back with something special from Thomas.
That's how he fares on the run. Don't mind it, and he loves it.
It would leave Geelong trailing by 20 at quarter time, and they'd have to rely on a rookie to kickstart their second term.
Gillies intruding into the forward line and got the strike just as he planned.
But North Melbourne would continue the pressure, responding immediately. Harvey feeding Adams.
It's coming, it's there. Oh, North look good today.
There was no letting up either as the Kangaroos continued to carve the Cats.
One of the young leaders who needs to nail big moments in big matches, just like that.
North Melbourne were right on top of the reigning premiers, outrunning the best midfield in the business, delivering quality ball.
Again, McIntosh with superior strength. He saw off Lonigan.
McIntosh would make no mistake, extending their lead to 28 points before Tom Hawkins stepped up.
That looks pretty good.
It would turn the tide. The Cats finally finding some room to move.
Motlop gives it plenty, and he worked it. He worked it and worked it.
But just as Geelong looked set to hit overdrive, North found their go-to man in the forward 50.
You know his reputation as the sharpest shooter in the shed. He puts it through.
And when Brent Harvey threaded this banana through, the Kangaroos again threatened to skip clear. But the Cats would hit straight back.
But all eyes on James Pudsey Adley. And he's done enough. It's a goal. So the Cats get one back.
North would take a 21-point lead into half-time and extend it immediately afterwards.
Daniel Wells will make sure of it. And Aaron Edwards says thank you very much.
No panic from the Cats. What about this for a first kick in AFL footy?
Holland Smith on debut with his first kick by George. He's kicked it.
But each time Geelong fought back, North Melbourne would surge.
It was perfect for Edwards. Terrific team play. The instant handball. And it was Ryan Bastanak who got the glory in the end.
Edwards running rings around the Cats' defence. He'd kick his fourth and leave Chris Scott shaking his head. And while Podsiali would again keep the Cats' hopes alive, the Kangaroos were playing out of their skin.
He's looking for more. He's having a day out. Adams round the corner. Chalk up another one to the Roos.
North Melbourne poised for the knockout blow heading into three-quarter time.
And you can chalk up a third right on the siren. The Kangaroos lead by 6 goals.
And the onslaught would continue into the final term.
And they're just about there.
But Motlop would show there was still life left in the Cats.
Got on the ball and gets on the board with another goal.
It sparked the comeback you expect from the Premiers, kicking 3 straight to turn the tide.
And blasting a goal.
But the Kangaroos weren't about to let this one slip.
3 minutes. Go back and deliver. An unbelievable goal! Unbelievable! Jack Siebel! What a kick!
Brad Scott with a wry smile. His first win against a top 4 team since taking the reins. Brent Harvey.
The final scores: North Melbourne 20 goals 11 131 to Geelong Cats 16-18 114. To the votes, I gave 3 votes to Brent Harvey from North Melbourne, 2 votes to Daniel Wells, and 1 vote to Jack Siebel. You've been watching Ash Footy TV. I'll see you next time.